Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another unfiltered opinions on new makeup releases, and today I'm really excited. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about, so let's dive right on in. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on the channel is cruelty free, so are all the products I'm talking about in today's video, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you did that. I appreciate it greatly. And these are my own personal opinions. We don't have to agree, it's not that serious, it's just makeup. So let's start with the first thing, which is the new Trend Mood Volume 3 box. So the thing about this box is this is the least interesting out of the three they've released so far, and if Trend Mood wants to just make a subscription box, wouldn't that be so much easier than releasing these limited edition boxes once a month? I feel like people are going to get tired of them pretty soon, because the first one was very interesting, the second one was alright, it was like kind of cute, and this third one's kind of like, it's a lot more drugstore stuff. So I'm thinking, like, if Trend Mood wants to make a subscription box, what it seems like they do, why don't they just do that? You know, am I the only one that thinks that? Please let me know. Alright, so the next thing is from Colourpop. It is a new Luxe Gloss collection. So they've had the Luxe Liquid Lips, which is their nice stick smooth formula, in liquid form. It's kind of like a velvety matte texture. And now they have glosses. The glosses don't interest me. I'm not a gloss person. However, they have released these little duos like maybe last month of the little Luxe Liquid Lips in new colors. And the only one I wanted was sold out. So I definitely want some more Luxe Liquid Lips, because they're so comfortable and they do dry down matte. They're not like eat proof or anything. They're going to come off on your straw or fork, whatever you're using, but like they're so nice. So I think if you like glosses, these are like an affordable option with tons of colors, and it's really cute box set. So I think this is adorable, but I'm slightly biased because I love their Luxe Liquid Lip formula. Next up is from Too Faced, and this is a new Clover thing because Clover collection, they've had two so far, so this is a new Clover collection. This is a Sun Puppy Bronze, and the packaging on this is absolutely adorable. However, I have a hard time with some of these bronzers. There's a couple where I fall for it and I'm like, I need you. But they have multiple colors in the bronzer, so it's really hard to tell how it's going to come off on the face. Especially this middle tone bronzer is just like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth little dots. So I definitely think this is going to need to be swatched. You can't just show me the packaging because the packaging is cute. But knowing how this is going to work for each skin tone is going to need swatches, because right now it's kind of a mess. And the pinky tone, it looks more like a blush than a bronzer because the middle, like the light shade, is very pink. Next up is a new collection from Wet n Wild. This is with Bretman Rock. This is the Jungle Rock collection. It comes with an eyeshadow palette, a brush set, a loose highlighter, a mascara, and a setting spray, available February 15th. So I don't know when you're seeing this, but it might be that day. But okay, first of all, I've never watched a Bretman Rock video. I've heard about him. He just doesn't seem like someone I would watch personally. Maybe like a younger demographic personally, I think that. But the collection's cute. Not a fan of a loose highlighter too much. Once in a while I find what I like. But the palette color scheme, very pretty. But there isn't too much cohesion with looks. Like you have one bright blue, one dark blue, one pink, one red, one yellow, one silver. Like the colors don't really seem like they're easy to make cohesive looks with, especially because there is only one brown color to put in the crease. So if you want to pop another color in the lid, that makes sense. But I feel like some of the shades don't go together as well as I would hope. But that's just my own personal opinion. But the collection's cute, and the bag it comes with, like the Jungle Rock bag, super pretty. So let's go ahead and talk about this because that's what everyone wants to see from this video, right? The new, what is this called? Blood Sugar, I think it's Bloodlust palette from Jeffree Star. It's the new purple one. I've seen a lot of mixed reactions to this online just because people tag me in the palette and I look at the comment section. A lot of people are really disappointed in this palette because it's a very dark, vampy, velvety, beautiful royal purple, and then there's no royal purple in this palette. They're all like lilacs. So I personally love this a lot more than I thought I would, because I don't really wear purple eyeshadow too often, but when I do, I kind of love it on myself, so I don't know. Purples are so hard to formulate though that they come off patchy, so I never really bother with them too much. But this, to me, doesn't come off as a purple palette. Yeah, it's about as purple as the Norvina palette, where there's a couple purples here and there, but for it being this dark, velvety, beautiful plum packaging, there's not one of those colors in this palette, and there's actually not even a Bloodlust shade. It's usually Blood Sugar and as Blue Blood, they have a signature shade in the palette named after the palette. Personally, I freaking love how this looks with all the lilacs and the pinky tones and the two greens in there and the gray and the black. I think it's a nice, beautiful, diverse palette. However, it is definitely not what the packaging advertises, so I definitely see where people's disappointment is, but since I don't do too many dark purple looks, it doesn't bother me. But I do see that it's a lot of light shades in here, but you know, that's just my own personal take. And the velvet packaging, like, I love the velvet packaging on the Anastasia Beverly Hills stuffs, and that's the only palettes I can think of that are velvet, but it gets dirty, and it is a powder palette. Powder is going to get on this velvet, and it's going to look dirty and dingy after a while. Unless you like take super good care of it. Or if you just store it next to other palettes, it might get powder on it and look dusty. But regardless, I think the color scheme's cute. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you take the background out of the palette and make it a different color. Because I feel like I still really like the color scheme. However, I am less convinced on how a lot of these shades are going to come off. Like, they're going to come off the same color on a deeper skin tone. But with the change of the background, it looks like a whole different palette. I still think it's very pretty. I still would use the shades. But I feel like a lot of people are disillusioned by the background of the palette sometimes. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like without it. The rest of the stuff from the Jeffree Star bundle, like the Extreme Frost, I want to try the Extreme Frost. I pride myself in trying to review all the Jeffree Star launches and stuff. But it's $50 and I can't afford that, so I don't think I'll be buying the Extreme Frost, but it looks really cute. The mini purple bundle, I like the minis. The first ever set of minis he released, the nudes, there was a lot of rumors, and I feel like it was true that they were only half filled, but the rest of them after that have been like normal, so I feel like if you like purple lipsticks, this is a beautiful bundle. The bags and stuff, super cute. The glosses, very lovely as well. I like the pinkier gloss of them, but I kind of just want the palette. And I know a lot of people probably don't even want this palette because it's not a purple palette like it was promised, but I think the palette's cute for being a lilac pastel palette, you know? I just think it's a fun combination. Maybe the Papa Green's kind of getting me too. However, big, bulky, irritating to store. Jeffree, I was just getting used to the train cases. I thought they were nice, even though they're super bulky, but now you're introducing a new shape that I don't know how to store, so that kind of sucks. Next up is from Beauty Blender. So the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation was scandalous in the shade range. Even the lightest shade was not very fair. In the darker shades, there was only like 2. So they definitely improved with this new concealer. I think they're listening to feedback, which I appreciate. So this comes in 40 shades. They're $26. It is their new concealer. It's their Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Foundation. Or concealer. I always say foundation. But the Liquid Whip sounds nice and light for the under eyes. It says it's full coverage, so with a natural finish, so I'm actually interested in this. I think it's a very tiny little doe wand on the end of this, but I don't know, I'm interested. It's pretty cute. I think I'm on a foundation like base face kick lately, and maybe that's it, because my first base face kick was trying to get nice setting powders, and now I'm trying to get nice concealers that are not just Shape Tape, because I go through Shape Tape a lot and I'm already out of another one already, so I'm like trying to use other things. Today I'm just using that Conceal and Hydrate from Makeup Revolution. That's the only concealer, and it looks really good, so I'm trying other things. But if you guys want a video on that Makeup Revolution XL Infinite Coverage concealer, because I bought it but I didn't make a video on it, let me know, because I have some strong feelings about that concealer. But let me know if you need a video on it, or if I should just talk about it at the end of the month in my favorites video, because it's a lot different than I thought it'd be. Alright, so we talked about the palette some in my video about Let's Chat, BoxyCharm Drama, and Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 mega palettes. But let's talk about the Jaclyn Hill palette aside from all the drama and aside from Jaclyn Hill. The palette is beautiful. There is no denying this is a beautiful, cohesive, lovely palette. There are tons of shades. There's a good mix of mattes in here, which I appreciate. It's not all shimmers. There's a nice light setting the crease shade. There's a lot of transition tones. And I do think the palette is absolutely stunning, but I do wish there was maybe one more yellow in here. But that's just my yellow preference. The palette's beautiful. Would I support Jaclyn Hill? Doubtful. And I don't like the big giant Morphe palettes. Like, if she was gonna release, I guess I'm not avoiding talking about Jaclyn Hill in this video at all, am I? This is allegedly like the reject shades from original palette, but wasn't that what the Vault was? Where there were shades that didn't make the cut into the original Jaclyn Hill palette? Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't know which set of palettes is the reject palettes or whatever, but they were reject for a reason, so I'm pretty sure it was the Vault because that sucked, but we'll see. There's rumors that this has been sitting around since December 2018, so it's an older palette, but I don't know that, so you guys let me know if you're going to buy this down below. I'm really interested to see how many of you buy this, because I don't think I'm going to. There's not a Morphe store near me. It's like a couple hours away. I've never been, actually, kind of want to, but I don't know if it's worth driving down to go pick it up, because because if I wait till it ships and everything, my review is kind of lackluster. It's like after everyone else got it in PR, so I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I don't think I'm going to go make that drive just to buy that palette. Oh, I love this one so much, and I don't even have a reason for it. So, this is the Melt Cosmetics Millennial Pink palette. It is just gorgeous. I don't remember if I've talked about this in a previous video before, but it is just so beautiful. I think it's the silver drawing me into this palette, but it looks like the most beautiful, romantic, pretty palette ever. I don't care about the lip glosses, but the palette itself is just so beautiful. I just wish Melt wasn't so freaking expensive. Like, it's so expensive. However, I just want to put my fingers into the shimmers. It's really lovely looking. Would I use that many? I would probably actually use that and do a lot more pink looks, because they're very soft. They're not like pink, hot pink looks, and you can actually deepen up with the reds and the darker shades in here. I do not need to justify this palette to myself, but it's really cute. Ew, never mind. It's called Pinks. It's not just called Pink. It's not Millennial Pink like it should be. It's Pinks with an X. That's weird. Next up is a new release from Sugarpill. They don't release too often, so when they do, I like to take note. So this is the Sugarpill Capsule Collection Pink Edition. So I guess this is the first one. If this is the pink edition, there's literally 2 pink shades in here. It's kind of weird. But the packaging is very unique. I feel like it's a lot of wasted space. But the actual like pill palette, really cute. It is a little bit weird to store, but you can probably lay it down because there's a longer palette with the rest of your palettes. So it's really cute, but the palette color scheme composition of this makes absolutely 0 sense to me. It gives me like a molecular feel to this palette, and I don't know. I don't need it for sure. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know something you're excited about and something you have 0 desire for in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. For me, I want to buy the Bloodlust palette. I like the light shades in there. I'm glad it's not like a super dark purple palette, even though I'm sure most people expect that from palette, and it doesn't make sense with the packaging for sure, but I like the color scheme either way. And then something I have no desire for is the Too Faced Clover bronzer. They put a cute dog packaging on a really weird color scheme. I think it's going to sell. So it might. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed already, I would appreciate if you did that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.